hands. So those two guys will be very instrumental to today's, end score.
Yeah, Darien coming off of a loss yesterday that occurred right here at the Ice House, a rough one against a strong Bishop Hendricken team where Darien was up 3-0 after the first period and then the wheels fell off. Will, you were here for that, calling that game. Tell us about it and any adjustments the Blue Wave need to make tonight.
Yeah, for the Wave, they just got to clean up that breakout regroup situation in the defensive zone. They were very sloppy, a lot of turnovers, unforced errors. They need to take their time and start connecting on passes. And, they were feeding the points last game. If they can just set up a breakout, they'll have a lot more success this game today.
2 goals from Mark McNamara and 1 from Jack Mariska were not enough, and it doesn't get any easier tonight as the Wave face one of the better teams in the state of Rhode Island. Puck drop between Darien High and the Salle Academy coming up right after this break. Getting ready for puck drop here at the Darien Ice House. Draw taken by the LaSalle Rams. Now on the defensive end for Darien. Connor Kilroy gets there, sophomore defenseman. LaSalle keeps possession, fires one, and a goal right away.
And, you know, that's just a good use of, you know, working that puck to the point, letting him walk it a little bit towards the middle. And, you know, Hegarty just doesn't see that as, you know, there's a forward right there from LaSalle screening him. It's a high shot, doesn't deflect off of anything. And, you know, just really good placement on that one.
Paul Bogosian, 15 seconds into the game. Take another look at it now. And over the right shoulder on the blocker side of Finley Hegarty. What a start for LaSalle Academy.
You know, that's just a snipe right there. That's a quick little snapshot from the point, but, you know, nobody saw that coming off the draw here.
Darien now in the LaSalle end. Persinger. Now across, out in front, shot Mariska. Saved. Still out in front. Michael Corrigan covers up now, face-off coming up. Will, you talked about not turning the puck over in the open. Might have lost that section of it. We did have some technical difficulties in the open, but that Connor Kilroy was trying to get it out and went straight to Bogosian.
You know, and that's, you know, like you said, that's an unforced error, just feeding their defenseman at the point. You can't do that against good teams. You know, these Rhode Island teams love to utilize the points, and, you know, it costs them there.
Wiley with it. Flips up into the Darien bench. Whistle blown. Also talked about in the intro, Darien facing today a tough team from Rhode Island. Faced another tough team from Rhode Island yesterday. It's the only time this whole season, first and only time they play 2 straight days. So definitely going to be different stamina-wise. Now Lancaster at center ice, gives it up. Flicked high top of the boards. Now comes back down. Lancaster in his own end. Wraps it around to Schwind. Charlie Schwind hits it the other end. That'll be icing.
You know, and you referenced that Bishop Hendricken game. You know, the Wave got off to a quick start, 3-0, and, you know, the tables have completely turned here as LaSalle gets off to a quick one there. And, you know, just, you know, that's the start they want coming in here against a hot team like the Wave as of late.
Scrum for the puck as it was dropped. McNamara pounces on it. Gets it over to Michael Niffen. Backhands it down in the offensive zone. Lancaster behind the net. Now out in front. Taken away by the Rams. Whipped into the end by Tyler Garofalo. Schwind with it behind Hegarty. Takes a little break.
You know, that's another soft pass there from Schwind. Just not a good play. Saucer pass out of the zone.
Now behind the net. No one in the slot. Taken away. McNamara, now Lancaster. Over to Schwind on the right side. Off the boards, Darien trying to keep it. They can't now. 2-on-2. Shot wide. Mariska now. Had a goal yesterday versus Bishop Hendricken. 2-on-1. Out in front off the skates. Darien can't keep it in.
Yeah, he just lost the handle there at the last second, but, you know, utilizing his speed, almost had Troy there in the middle.
Rams have it now. Up on the left side. Flips one in. Here and there quickly. Number 10, Eddie Walsh. Now James Troy has it. Mariska. Good move to work inside. No teammates with him. Rams ice it. We'll take a quick break.
You know, pretty disorganized so far from both teams. You know, other than that great shot, of course, from the point. Just no sustained possession yet for either team. And, you know, we're kind of playing transition hockey here early, but, you know, definitely anybody's game right now.
LaSalle played Bishop Hendricken on Friday, the day before the Wave did, and they had a tough loss 6-2. So Wave played a lot closer game against Hendricken than these Rams did. Center ice. Rams have it. A lot of Wave members in the way, but now Samame. Cross ice pass, Dylan Weeble. Weeble fires it in. Schwind comes back on the ice. Darien doing a good job keeping it in the offensive zone. Lancaster fighting for it, up in the air. Now Rams look like they might have something. Coming into Persinger, though.
Yeah, good step up from Persinger there to pretty much negate any other opportunity in front of the net.
Persinger on that first line defense, the junior. Also a lacrosse player. McNamara now. Wadley. Schwind has it. Shot. Off the mark. Darien can't keep it in. Back to Corrigan. Corrigan leaves it for his teammates. Darien makes a line change. Rams going in, backhand poked away. It's Tim Davis. Along the boards now fighting for the biscuit.
You know, Coach Bud might be looking for some energy here early. He's sending that fourth line out very early in this game, trying to get that bench, you know, motivated and ready.
Now a shot here from the point, blocker save. Rams now trying to flip possession right back. No one in the slot. Michael Niffen has it. On the boards, finds Tim Davis. Now it's back to Michael Niffen. Tried a little spin backhand back to Davis. Two first-year varsity players. Nice is it. So it'll be a face-off in the Darien zone.
You know, and the Wave have, you know, they've been struggling as of late, you know, just to execute and win games. So Coach Bud really, you know, has kind of adjusted these lines, and he's trying to get any look he can. Even the fourth liners out here early.
Off the glove of Finley Haggerty. Couldn't quite squeeze that one. Rams applying pressure. Able to get it out. There's the Blue Wave. Flips it back into Haggerty. Pad save. Persinger across. Connor Kilroy off his stick. Persinger fires. Troy was open. Couldn't get it on his stick, and now Rams have it. Flips it back. Number 2, Ethan Mayo. Flipping the offensive zone. Rams will go for it. Quinn Peterson smacks it around. Kilroy keeps it in. Now poked away. Persinger beats out Garofolo. Here's the Rams attacking shot off the glove of Haggerty. Ronan Peterson had a look for the Rams. Haggerty came up strong. Samame on the left side. Rams keep it in. Back across. Here's number 3, Dylan Weeble.
Weibel. I wanted to correct you just to make sure.
Weibel. Thank you, Will. It's what you're here for. You know, former hockey player yourself. Know some of these guys better than me. Now behind the net, the Rams. Here from the circle. Shot blocked by Dylan Weibel. Fighting for it behind the net. Another shot. Jake Tatone high in the air, deflection.
You know, and Haggerty, you know, he's always really on the money and sharp, but he looks a little shaken up here early on after that first goal. You know, we saw that glove save. He wasn't able to get his full glove on it. He let up a huge rebound. You know, not very characteristic of him early on.
Haggerty and other senior Quinn Kreppen, both very strong goalies. They split time. Kreppen, of course, started yesterday.
Definitely, both lights out this year, so they rotate them a ton.
Pass trying to get it up to number 25, Ben Gregorick. This one nice and easy. Haggerty, he'll just cover it up. It'll be a face-off the Darien end. Last time these two teams faced was on February 5th, nearly a year ago. And LaSalle did win 4-3. Darien, in the past 10 years, only played LaSalle twice, both losses, so searching for their first one in history against them today. Mariska, round 3 Rams. Niffen gets in on the party. There's Mariska. That one hits off the roof, so we'll get a whistle.
You know, and you talked about this matchup last year. I think it's just going to be very important. You know, we've talked about Haggerty a lot today, but just how he responds. You know, early in this first period, the adversity he's facing early on, it's just going to be important for how he responds because, you know, we saw Quinn Kreppen yesterday, and he was lights out, just letting up 3 goals, but that response was super important yesterday for Kreppen.
Niffen, his own end. Elders, now taken away by the Rams. Great job there for number 20, Connor McNamara, to get it and poke it out. Niffen with it now. Down low off the skate. Rams defender. Mariska recovering from that concussion. Tim Davis. Guarded closely. Now McNamara has it. McNamara skating in. Backhand. Soft shot off the pad. Now the Rams might have something here. Down low. Pad stop by Hegarty. Andrew Bradley, the senior number 7.
Yeah, both number 7s. Not to talk out of turn, but both number 7s, super similar players. Very shifty. You know, Bradley's bigger than Schwinn, but they're super shifty. You see those head fakes by Bradley, and very just elusive players.
Persinger's shot caught in traffic. Talked about Andrew Bradley was their goal leader. You said it last year. 14 on the year. In a very successful LaSalle season where they came up just short in the state championship, losing to Bishop Hendricken. Team Darien faced last night 2-0. Big hit on McNamara. Now it's Persinger, just dumps it in. Corrigan behind the net. Schwinn trying to get there. Good job on getting by Persinger. Mark McNamara gets there though. Off the boards, trying to get it up to Schwinn was Connor Kilroy.
Yeah,
now a line change for the Wave.
That's what the Wave needs to do more of. Just get that puck off the glass, and you know that doesn't really feed the points. You know, you see Schwinn get a forecheck there. You know, that's really smart to just, instead of rimming the puck, just get it off the glass, and that's really what coaches are looking for if you can't, you know, make a tape-to-tape pass.
We got a stoppage in play. Right now looked like helmet came off for one of the Rams players. And so now a face-off from the circle. Just over 4 minutes left to play in this first frame. Face-off won by the Rams in their own end. High off the boards. Now on the left side, trying to chase it down is Lancaster. Puck goes out, Whitcomb grabs it. Now right in front of the net, Corrigan pounces on it. Another face-off coming up.
You know, and Lancaster there, he was trying to use Whitcomb, the defenseman, and try and get him a shot up there at the point, but you know, that's a bit of miscommunication and kind of a wasted opportunity as Wadley and Whitcomb were playing the red line there. No one was there to pinch and help out.
Face off in the LaSalle Academy end. Elders wins it. Shot quick from Mariska. Corrigan snags it out of the air. We'll do it again.
Yeah, they love, you know, lining up Schwinn or Mariska right there, right behind the centerman. Mariska just a bit of a muffin there. He didn't get all of that puck, but good look.
Another whistle now. Mariska definitely a valuable asset to this team. Played in 11 games, and he's got 6 goals and 8 assists on the year.
You know, him and Schwinn have really been the story this year. Just that chemistry. You know, that line got breaking up, you know, just 1 game ago against Bishop, but that line has been on fire all season long.
Yeah, Darien does have that first line forwards out. Well, high off the boards. Now Mariska has it. Flipped over to Hegarty. Picks it off the ice. Wadley's able to get it out. Whitcomb. Over to number 3, Jake Tone. There's Elders. Backhands it in. Off Elders now. Elders with a look. Elders shot. Saved by Corrigan.
Darien getting back to their fundamentals right now. You see Elders cycling the puck to Troy there, you know, after that shot. And, you know, that's what they need to start doing if they want to get back in this game.
Here's Matt Baxter. Flicks it past Whitcomb. Wadley now. Off Mariska's stick. Smacked over to Schwind. Behind the net, out in front. McNamara might have had a chance. Pressed up against the boards. Now it's Niffen. Sticks hit one another. Smacked down out of the air.
Yeah, that stick was above the crossbar, so they were going to call a high stick if it went in, but good look from Schwinn.
Now we'll look for the Rams. Shot high off the shoulder of Hegarty. Now another chance. Squeezes it.
You know, and that's Hegarty just getting back to that sharpness we talked about. That's him kind of recalibrating and getting back to what he does best. You know, just being an X-factor guy, making those explosive saves. You know, 2 really good butterfly stops there.
Yeah, good look on the rebound from junior forward Nick Rihanna. Bradley wins the faceoff for the Rams. Shot off the blocker of Hegarty. Kilroy couldn't grab it. Up against the boards now, number 10, Gardner Ely has it. Rams keep it in. Good pressure being applied from Ely. Good job from Samame. And Ely working on getting the puck out. There's no one in the slot trying to feed someone out in front.
Injured player in the corner as well for LaSalle, number 15.
Yeah, that's Marcello Martinelli. Major junior defenseman for them. He had 15 assists last year. That led the team. So it would be a huge loss for someone that can dish out the puck.
Exactly. One of their best players, you know. Kind of reminds you of Adam Fox on the Rangers. You know, he's a great facilitator for this team.
Down low, maybe looking for a deflection. Just goes off the pad. Seamus Murphy was there, one of the senior captains for this Rams team. Persinger couldn't grab it out of the air. Here's Bradley with it now. Bradley tries a nice move.
Yeah, between the legs there. Tried to go tween and then roof it, but not able to get his stick on it.
Kilroy wraps it around for Persinger. Other defenseman out on the ice right now. Persinger over to Troy. Troy at center ice. He gets tripped up, no foul called. Elders may be looking for a penalty.
Yeah,
looks like he'll get one.
He'll get one on the trip there. I was about to say, you know, 2 kind of offsetting penalties there, but they do get the second one called, and, you know, that's huge for the Wave. You know, Finley Hegarty, great response on the back end, and now the Wave have a power play to get their offense going, you know, as well with the defense. The
lone goal scorer, Paul Bogosian, caught for a tripping call there, so this power play is going to carry over into the second period. There's only 20 seconds left in this first frame of action. Lancaster on the draw. He wins it for the Wave. Now a cross. Shot. Doesn't go. Schwind at the top looking for the open man. Finds. Looked like he found Mariska, but maybe off his stick. 5 seconds left. Schwind sees the time. Just way behind Hegarty. Let it play out. That'll do it for this first period of action. So 15 seconds into the game. Paul Bogosian, senior defenseman for the Rams, get them on the board 1-0. He'll stay like that. So we'll head to our first intermission. We'll be right back here on the DAF Media Network joint venture of the Darien Foundation, the Darien Athletic Foundation, after this break.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. Regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
Second period about to start as each team makes their way to center ice. 1-0. Salle Academy, they lead Darien, but Darien starts this period with a man advantage. Both benches trying to hype their side up. Face-off won by LaSalle. Two Darien players hit into one another. Center ice, Kilroy behind Hegarty in net. Cross trying to get it. Charlie Schwind. Schwind was looking for Mariska. Kilroy back to Mariska. Kilroy fires down low, deflected out in front. Corrigan. Schwind on the rebound.
Really good block there by the defenseman. Schwind had a pretty much wide open opportunity there, and it was closed off by the slide there.
Devin Mora made a great defensive play in front of Schwind. See him in front of him right now. Schwind across. Mariska hard pass over to Kilroy, who couldn't grab it.
You know,
Mora hits it
LaSalle's
out.
doing a great job of just taking away those passing lanes, those shot lanes. You know, that Schwind block and a couple of passes tipped. You know, they haven't really allowed Darien to set up an offense yet.
Now center ice is Schwind again. Circles back. Looking for the open man, finds him. Shot down low, deflected out in front. Still nothing, not a shot on the rebound for Darien Blue Wave. Hegarty leaves it. Now maybe the Rams have something. Swooped in, taken away. Out over here, here's Jack Mariska. Fast up the ice. Lancaster off his stick. Here's the captain. In front of Samame, couldn't get it. Mariska looking for a teammate out in front, but it's taken away by number 18, Connor Pacheco. Now over to 19, Seamus Murphy, one of the captains. Good defense there from Niffen. Pokes it away from Matt Baxter. Off the skate of the ref now.
You know, and if I'm not mistaken, we're seeing some lineup adjustment here from Mac Budd. You know, that third line has a complete different look. You know, you got James Troy, Samame, and Mark McNamara, so he's really trying to, you know, create something here in the second period.
Coach Budd certainly knows what he's doing. Over 120 wins in his 9-year coaching career.
You know, right now he's just looking for a spark. You know, he needs to find some new chemistry adjustments.
Here's Bogosian now. Rams successfully killed that penalty off. Now a shot wide. Bogosian was looking for a second of the game. Icing called now. As number 25, Tim Davis, shot that one in. Face off in Darien zone. 12-14 left.
You know, and he goes right back to that second line as we have it on the, you know, roster here with Schwind, Lancaster, and Mark McNamara. So just a quick little adjustment there.
Strong players there for the Wave, and they're, of course, without one of their senior captains, Tommy Holland. Schwind gets it out in front off the stick of Lancaster. Lancaster behind the net. Fighting for the puck. Out in front, shot just wide. Schwind with a chance.
And now it's just inches away from, you know, hitting that post and in there.
One-timer missed opportunity, another shot. Schwind can't find the net. Was back in front, kept in. Charlie Schwind with again out in front, was looking for Elliot Lancaster.
You know, that's 3 prime scoring opportunities there. Definitely don't want to break up that line, as, you know, Schwind had that one-timer and multiple other cycle opportunities.
Eddie Walsh gets it to Ronan Pearson for the Rams. Big fight for the puck in the Darien zone. Troy's in there, McNamara's in there. Shot down low, pad save by Hegarty. Marcello Martinelli, who looks like he's okay after having to get off the ice with an injury in the first period. The Rams playing their 3rd straight game in a row. Played Prout. And Darien and Bishop Hendricken. Kilroy, his own end. Mariska. Center ice now. Back in front is Aiden Elders looking for number 24, James Troy. That was kept in by Kilroy. Now it's right back out.
Good recovery there from Kilroy as he, slides back, kind of on a beeline there to the back post. He gets his stick on that one and breaks up the odd man rush opportunity.
Offsides leads to face off at the blue line. Darien has it. Now from the point shot. Deflected, hits the boards. Good look there from Jake Tatone. Against the boards, Rams have it. Slap shot off the pad of Haggerty, good save.
And ever since that first goal, Haggerty has looked very solid here, really just playing to his strengths. He's a stand-up goalie, doesn't really get down the butterfly too much, and, with his big frame, he's just, making all these saves right now look pretty routine.
Yeah, we talked about it during the break, Will, how that shot from Bogosian at the point 15 seconds in is incredibly hard. Need quick reaction time. Bradley wins the face-off, goes to Bogosian. Bogosian shot in. Gloved by Haggerty.
Yeah, we talked about it, right? And, that shot from the point, like you said, it's just a very hard angle. That angle as a goalie is very hard to see in the Darien Ice House, that right point area, especially with the screen. And, ever since, Haggerty's been lights out.
Rams have it again. Bogosian high shot. Darien on the offensive. Miscommunication there, Elliot Lancaster. Bogosian gets a pass. McNamara up to number 26, Evan Barbosa. Darien zone now. Looking to get it out in front of Haggerty. Good move getting past Bradley. There's Elliot Lancaster. Big hit up against the Darien bench. Schwind with it, center ice. Goes behind his goalie. Flipped up against the boards by Martinelli. Michael Niffen. Long cross ice pass. Ryan Thurlow couldn't grab that one.
The Wave are just out of sync here early. It's really been a dominant period for this Rams team as, they're still not able to connect on passes. They're looking for Ryan Thurlow right there on the stretch pass, goes for another ice. It's just been multiple icings, not a great breakout, and the puck's been in their end for almost the entirety of the period.
Face-off won by Cam Task and the Rams. Slap shot here. Wide left. Mora, good look. Mora has it again, now center ice. Flips that one in. Haggerty kicks it away. Big hit there along the boards. Just over 8 minutes left to play. In the second period. This pass is not connecting for the Blue Wave, trying to get back on offense. Thurlow fighting for it with Mora. Now gets up to Matt Baxter. Baxter flips it over to Cam Tasca.
First good look in transition for the Wave.
Darien, good move by Elders. Now circles back around out in front. Troy couldn't get it. Looks like he got tangled up right along his skate.
Yeah, that was the first good look all period for the Wave in transition. And then, as you just mentioned, you know, that was a one-timer look for Troy in the high slot. Nobody on him, and he just misses the puck at the last second.
Fortunate series of events for this Blue Wave team. Strong Blue Wave team. They sit at second in the FCAC West. As of right now, just behind New Canaan, despite beating New Canaan in the James Troy overtime winner a couple weeks ago. And they're looking for another great season. They won the FCX last year. Couldn't make it to the finals in the state tournament. Rams shot way high.
You know, not to talk about New Canaan too much on this stream, but, you know, they've been dominant as of late. And, you know, the Wave need to kind of match their intensity right now because, you know, New Canaan, you know, they beat Prout 7-0. They beat St. Joe's 16-1. I mean, they've just been unstoppable as of late. So, definitely, the Wave definitely need to, you know, get something going to match that kind of seeding.
It's Rihanna and Lancaster going at it. Rihanna circles back. It'll be Gregorick. Wave have it. Lancaster. Off Schwind's stick. Charlie Schwind out in front. Off the stick of Lancaster, try to backhand. Too far. Now Lancaster behind the net.
Yeah, he almost attempted a Michigan there, coming around the net. Tried to line it up after he missed on the rebound.
Delayed penalty coming up now.
Yeah, that's a leg trip there from Lancaster. You know, kind of a cheap shot there, just, you know, not really going for the body, just sticks out the knee and goes knee to knee with his guy. Not a very safe play either, but, you know, we've seen a lot of that this year from Lancaster, just, you know, kind of losing his cool and, you know, gets another sloppy penalty there, another lazy penalty out of retaliation.
It looks like he hit Eddie Walsh, junior forward for the Rams. He was up in the air. Not what you want if you're a Darien fan, Darien players, or Coach Bud.
Yeah, it's just not, it's not the safest play. You know, sticking out the leg there, it can really result in a terrible injury.
Martinelli, center point. Off blocker of Haggerty. Trying to clear it out. Martinelli fires one across. Now it's back to him. Leaves it on the doorstep for Peterson. Back to Marcello Martinelli. Maneuvering through the ice. Good look now out in front. Whistle blown offsides.
You know, and Martinelli is, you know, very impressive. You know, this brief little stint of time we've gotten to see him. You know, he looked like he got injured earlier, but he's out here for the power play. And, you know, you just see that skating ability, that puck-moving defenseman. You know, his handles and his edges are just very, you know, noticeable out here today. Very confident with the puck as well.
Peterson versus Mariska on the faceoff. Peterson wins it.
My goodness, that's another 3 players he just walked through there.
Michelle Martinelli, great at creating the open space. Reason why he was the assist leader last year for the Rams. Martinelli again flips one in. High off the boards. Here are the Rams out in front. Back of Haggerty. Living in the Darien zone as of right now. Across off the stick, number 7, Charlie Schwind. Darien finally gets it out at their own end. Here goes Garofolo now. Garofolo back on the goal line. Great job getting it out.
Really good kill from the Wave here, you know. It looked like the Rams had an offense set up, but the Wave have, you know, recovered multiple times. You know, good slides on defense, good rotation, and they've kind of been able to ice the puck and kill this.
Yeah, the big defenseman Connor McNamara was able to take it away from Paul Bogosian in there, and that really put the punctuation mark on this penalty kill. So 2 successful power plays that were killed on each end the second period. Here we go, now maybe a look. Dylan Weibel.
Really good hustle from Weibel there. You know, almost had something in front.
Darien looks for something. Off Elder's stick. Go along the boards. Bogosian, right side. Bogosian shot.
Trying to add another one to his total tonight. You know, he's the lone goal scorer.
Mark McNamara off the boards, just getting it out. Flips over to Haggerty. Drops down, makes the pad save.
You know, and you notice just watching this Rams team play, they have a lot of versatile guys out here, Bogosian and Martinelli. You know, they can play forward, defense, whatever.
Now out in front, backhand saved by Michael Corrigan. Weibel had a look. Corrigan sticks the trapper out. Great job from the Tendy.
And that was just highway robbery there. It looked like Weibel had all the time and room, you know, he could possibly need, and, you know, that's just a great flash of the glove there to take that opportunity away.
Gardner wins it. Samame fighting for it. There's Ely again. Weibel falls to the ice. Really some good moves around. Corrigan pokes it away with the blocker. Off the stick of Weibel. Goes to Darien end. Icing's the call.
You know, both teams really playing to their strengths right now. You know, you see that third line out there working hard for the Wave, and, you know, right now just kind of a 0-0 game here this period. Very, you know, very 50-50 right now for both teams.
Definitely a strong Darien team. Even though they lost a lot of key seniors this year with guys like Grafton Ely and Bobby Whitaker, Tommy Bronco all leaving.
Yeah, very heavy senior class, like you said. You know, Grafton, Bobby, Tommy Bronca. They probably had at least 9 or 10 kids leave. Only 4 seniors this year, so important to note. But, you know, for that youth, you know, young, unexperienced team, you know, they've done very well this year and definitely look like they could have another FCAC championship if they keep playing well.
100% big part into that is the many juniors they have, 12 on the roster. Even with the big loss of the seniors that are on the roster this year, proven time and time again that they are those guys like Charlie Schwinn and Elliot Lancaster. Then, of course, your 2 goalies and Finley Haggerty, Quinn Creppen.
And you can't forget about Tommy Holland. Unfortunately, lost him early on in the season to an injury, but, you know, he is, you know, the core of this team at the end of the day.
It's rough when you only have one captain out there. Here's that captain, Elliot Lancaster. Couldn't find anyone. Maybe looking for Kilroy, as now Whittecomb's trying to chase down Murphy. Schwind has it. Good move from Charlie Schwind, but loses the puck. Gets over to McNamara. McNamara shot blocked. Now it's a weak backhand in. Marcello Martinelli doing it on both ends. Seamus Murphy out in front. Just wide of Haggerty. Haggerty dives on top of that one.
Really good give and go there from Bradley and Seamus, as you mentioned. You know, that's just good line chemistry. You know, that communication to just sell shot, ultimately pass that puck down, and, you know, that creates a huge rebound in front.
Looks like Elliot Lancaster's headed to the locker room. Hopefully there's nothing wrong about that. Maybe just an equipment malfunction. Face off the Darien end. Whipped around the boards by Connor McNamara.
Yeah, looks like he's waiting at the door, so just a equipment thing most likely, as he's about to get back on here.
Shot from the Rams there, deflected. Behind the net now. Have to get it out of the zone, and they do. There's Mariska. And taken away by the Rams. Schwind was looking for Troy. Bogosian got it.
And that's how you have to play Schwind and Mariska. You got to step up on them early, take the body, limit their room with the puck and their speed. That they've really done a great job of containing Schwind and Mariska today. They just don't have any room out there to use that speed. They step up on them very quick.
Two extremely fast and talented skaters. Looks like maybe offsides the call.
And not to, go on about this, but that's really the game plan when you play Darien. You got to contain number 7 and number 15 out there, and they've done a great job of that today. The Rams have really taken away that space and time.
McNamara versus Rihanna on the faceoff. Bogosian smacks it across. Martinelli. Out in front. Puck goes out. Looks like the Rams will let the time run out in this period. And that'll do it. So no goals scored. No pucks have reached the back of the net since the first period, just 15 seconds in. Paul Bogosian, the only one to put one past the keeper, and 1-0 still your score. Rams lead. Darien Blue Wave. End of second. We'll be right back here on the DAF Media Network joint venture, Darien Foundation and Darien Athletic Foundation, after the second intermission. Third period. Boys varsity ice hockey. About to get set. 1-0 Rams. Here's maybe a good look for the Rams, but now it's taken away. Persinger with it. Gets around to Kilroy. Schwind at center ice. Charlie Schwind trying to put on the Jets. Loses the puck. McNamara comes in, grabs it. Gets it around now, looking across for Kilroy. Now all the way back. In the own end. Rams get to it first. Garofolo got there, now it's Lancaster. Lancaster just fires one from center ice. High as Darien makes a line change. Rams slip it in. Hegarty couldn't get a stick on it. Niffin's there for the wave. Gets a pass, Barbosa. Niffin has it, being chased by Seamus Murphy. Shot from the point was wide. It was Mora.
You know, the Wave's still struggling here to, break that puck out, and it's just resulting on multiple, kind of half ice and in rushes for this Rams team.
A good defense from Niffin results on a 2-on-2. Mariska loses the puck as he was just circling around behind, and now.
That was a high hit there, so I think they're going to get Mariska for an elbow as, he finished that hit, super high, started it in the chest, and then, he kind of finished that hit with his elbow up, and I think he got the head of the player, so.
Yeah, big hit on, I believe that was number 16, Declan Sullivan. Mariska's headed to the box.
Back-to-back, not great penalties there, and, that's going to kill the Wave as, they need a goal this third period to get back in the game.
Referee's talking to Captain Andrew Bradley for the Rams. Tallest kid on the roster for Salle Academy. Lancaster will take the draw against Kamtaska.
Yeah, and they have Bradley and Martinelli out there on the point. They're putting that forward back there, Bradley, to man the point here.
And here he is. Bradley, a shot deflected out in front. Now behind the net. Gets it back to Bradley. All right, here, shot down low, just wide. Bogosian looking for number 2 on the day. Stick is hanging for Lancaster. Shot from behind the point.
And this is a prime opportunity for the Rams to really put the dagger in this game as, they have their A-team out there. They got Martinelli, Bradley, a bunch of other great players, and, even bringing on number 4, Paul Bogosian, the lone scorer.
And Bogosian's out there. Kamtaska's out there, another captain. Bradley center point shot wide. Behind the net, Bogosian. Bogosian across. Andrew Bradley shot high. Gets back around to Bogosian. Just feeding Andrew Bradley.
I was about to say, feeding Andrew Bradley, very impressive puck movement as well.
Shot out in front, Hegarty. Hugging the post.
Clearly that goal is to set up Bradley in that, Ovechkin office area, try and get a one-timer from him.
Andrew Bradley such a great shot. Mentioned it time and time again. Huge kid, it's in at 6'3", 180. A lot of power behind it. Halfway done with this power play.
And the Wave just haven't had an answer for this fast puck movement. They haven't been able to get their sticks in passing lanes just yet.
Not all, there's open men. basically everywhere for the Rams. Just going from Bogosian on the right side to the center point. Now a shot blocked. Lancaster couldn't find it. If he did, might have been a great breakaway. Now here's Schwind. Schwind just fires that one over to Corrigan. Blue Wave trying to kill the time here. Persinger and Kilroy back in defense. Gets passed out in front of Haggerty. Slides into the goal. Posts come up.
I mean, you could hypothetically call that goalie interference. There was no intention to slow up there. He just completely, barrels on top of Finley Haggerty there. You got to really, once you get in that crease area, you got to stop those skates and slow up for a shot.
Yeah, there was no sign of any attempts, like you said, Will, slowing down at all.
However, we're still going to be 5-on-4 here, so no penalty called.
Yeah, we'll get a face-off at the blue line. Elders and Cam Tasca going to fight for it. Tasca wins it, goes to Bradley. Here's the captain. Left side. Good defense there from number 20, McNamara. Number 27, Niffen. Connor McNamara flips it around to Mariska, who's out of the box. Successful penalty kill for the Blue Wave. Niffen off the boards to Troy. Troy dumps it into the zone. Line change for the Blue Wave.
The Wave need to start playing more aggressive here as, this game's dwindling down.
Maybe a look out in front. It's number 3, Dylan Weibel. A rolling puck on its side. All the way down. Now backhanded. Getting their first. Great hustle from Tucker Cobery. Now another shot off the pad of Finley Haggerty.
It's going to be important for these guys, on the Wave side to just get that puck deep, get a forecheck on it because, it's all Rams right now and, they need a desperation attempt here to tie this game.
Darien has not been shut out. Has only been shut out once this entire year, that one game. Notre Dame West Haven, they only lost 1-0. Whistle blown now, we'll get a face-off. And a lot of good wins for the Blue Wave, a lot of close games. They lost their season opener 3-1 against Northwest Catholic, but then went on a winning tear against Fairfield Prep, Northern Highlands from New Jersey, Pilgrim, Rhode Island team, Greenwich, New Canaan. Bunch of big wins. Just recently haven't had a win since 27th of January versus St. Joseph.
They've started to skid a little bit here as, not a great tie against Fairfield Co-op and then, a loss against Bishop.
A one-timer shot there from Ronan Peterson. Schwind off his glove. Behind the net now. Kilroy shot. Inaccurate. Schwind getting there, just firing it.
This is the line. If you need to get back into a game, you're putting this second line out there out of all the players on this team. Schwinn, Lancaster, and McNamara. It's the whole year. It's always been that second line that can get that spark for you and get you back into games. And that's what we need. That's what the Wave need right now. They just need a quick spark, a quick goal to get back in this one.
They just took that line off, actually, Will. So maybe Coach Budd has something different in mind, but I agree with you. Those guys are the difference makers, especially Charlie Schwind looking for his 50th career varsity point.
Almost a point-per-game player, as we mentioned earlier. 49 points in 62 games. And, one of those years, Schwind was a defenseman. So, if he was a forward all 3 years, that point production could look a lot different as well.
Now they're going to bring on their first line in Elders, Troy, Mariska. A lot of chemistry between those three. In the Ram zone. Mariska with it. Mariska trying to maybe force something into the slot. Mariska falls to the ice as he was trying to latch onto that puck. Rainbowed in to the zone. James Troy. Errant pass trying to go to Mariska. Whistle blown now. Face off in the Darien end now.
You know, you mentioned that fourth line earlier, and 8 minutes left in this contest. You're not going to see the fourth line or the third line out here. Coach Bud, when it comes down to business and these games where it's a 1-0 game, he'll only play that first and second line.
McNamara twins are out there. Lancaster center ice. Gets it over to Charlie Schwind. McNamara out in front, shot. Great save from Michael Corrigan.
And there looks to be a little bit of extracurricular activities in front of the net there as, Lancaster kind of ran the goalie, but, really good play from Lancaster to just drive that net hard and produce almost a rebound opportunity for the Wave and create a little scuffle in front of the net as well.
Lancaster will take this draw against Connor Pacheco. No relation to Isaiah Pacheco of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I was about to say, that name does look pretty familiar, doesn't it?
Big face-off for the Wave. They lose that one. Not able to keep it in. Here's a chance. Rams across off the skate. Hegarty sticks his pad out. Off the boards now, high point down low. Hegarty grabs it. Stops it with a pad. Now maybe some more. Little scuffle after. Michael Niffen and Matt Baxter going at it.
Niffen, did not like that. The ref didn't call it, but that was 3 cross checks to the back of Niffen's neck. And, that neck guard doesn't really do a lot when the stick's hitting you in the back of the net. And Niffen just sticking up for himself and his goalie there.
Two captains, Lancaster and Andrew Bradley. The Darien zone. Saul has it. Bradley now. Big hit. Going in now. Flipped up into the air. Great save by Hegarty. And McNamara gets it out of there.
What a save by Finley Hegarty. He's in the splits there, completely, fully, down in that butterfly and just able to get a, leg pad on that. But he's fully, down and out at that point and just sticks up that right pad to get that one.
Just got tense in here. It's getting real physical as we approach the final 7 minutes of play. Just like that, huge hit. Would have come on Andrew Bradley.
Would have come on Bradley there, and that's something that, if you're the Wave, you like to see, a guy that doesn't get a lot of time against their captain just blowing him up on the boards.
Here are the Rams now in transition. Leaves it on the doorstep. Shot wide. Across, now another one. Soft muffin inside. Can't get that one now. Back around the net. Rams still have it. Here's at the point. Rister. Blocked by Weibel. Here he goes. Just has one man to beat. Weibel's going to circle back.
Good hustle there from Weibel. Unfortunately, not able to get that breakaway, but, almost able to get a windmill deke and a, shot on net there.
Rainbowed into the zone. Kilroy loses the race to Ben Gregorick. Elders comes in, snatches that one up. Mariska tries to backhand it out, but it stays in. Gregorick again now. Backhand out from the slot. Backhand, it goes in!
Yeah, that's a, complete deflection there. A really hard, pad pass there. He's looking to bank it off Finley Hegarty, and it makes its way to the slot. And, a hard pass like that, you're usually looking for a redirect. There's no wrist shot on that one. It's just tipped in at the last second, just deflected inside, and really good look on that kind of, backdoor cut right there.
Yeah, up in the air. So very weak backhander, but Eddie Walsh credited for the goal on that one. Maybe very well be.
You know, and that's a smart play from him to just open that blade up and, you know, let that puck deflect in there.
And just past the outstretched skate of the goaltender. Finley Hegarty might be the nail in the coffin for pretty much non-existent Darien offense.
Yeah, they're just deflated at this point. They've really been deflated all period, but that's most likely the dagger.
Kilroy trying to get it out. McNamara does a good job in doing so. Hegarty leaves it for Niffen. Healy was looking for someone. That's flipped up and out of play.
You know, and you got to give credit to Finley Hegarty today. You know, he's been under duress all game long. You know, not a lot of offensive productivity from the Wave today. And, you know, Hegarty's, you know, faced a multitude of shots today and just 2 goals let up. He's really been standing on his head.
Face off at center ice. Rams have it. Backhand into the zone. Salle Academy playing with tons of effort. So far, he's number 25, Tim Davis. Falls to the ice. No cross. Niffen, nice hit to draw the puck loose.
You know, and this LaSalle team has just looked faster, you know, this third period. And for most of the game, they look faster. You know, they're communicating better in the offensive zone, and they're getting to every 50-50 puck way quicker than the Wave.
Yeah, they're beating the Wave out in every crucial moment. Seen it all this period. A little bit in the first 2. But some unfortunate goals. If you're the Blue Wave. 15 seconds in, and then another weak backhand up into the air, and just so hard to adjust when you're wearing all that gear as a goaltender.
You know, and both those goals as well, just very pretty plays from the offense of the Rams. You know, that point shot you mentioned, that first goal, was an absolute snipe from that right point area, and then the most recent goal was a tip-in. Really hard, good pass, and great look. So nothing you can do if you're the Wave on those 2.
Mealy and Bradley will fight for it in the Darien end. Or excuse me, the LaSalle end. Wadley fires it in. That's an icing. Now just over 3.5 minutes left to be played. Darien look like they're pretty gassed out here.
Yeah, they have no life to them at this point in the game, and you know, for really most of this period, they haven't had a lot of life to them, no energy, and these players they don't look the same as they did to start the season. They just look flat out there.
They are playing some very well put together teams. These Rhode Island squads. Fire to Hegarty. Holman the glove save. Doesn't get any easier going on. They play after this one. They play Fairfield Co-op, and it was a tough game. They tied 3-3. And then they play Greenwich, team that they scored 5 against Winter Classic. Then they go right back to New Canaan. That's here at the Ice House. That'll be a rough one. Be nitty gritty. Both teams fighting for it. They did edge out New Canaan in the last one. Be a tough game nonetheless. They're trying to reach the 10-win mark today. Don't know if that's going to happen. Rams take it away. The other end. Off the boards now. Kilroy gets there first. Persinger around to Lancaster. Slapper deflected off a stick.
Yeah, I was close to a high stick there. Almost got it above the crossbar, but you know, they've been doing that all game, trying to get shots from that point area with number 4, Paul Bogosian.
Up against the boards, fighting for the puck. Kilroy kind of latching on to number 9, Quinn Peterson. Or excuse me, that was number 19, Seamus Murphy, senior captain.
Yeah, he's, you know, Connor Kilroy doing a good job there of just taking the man and letting his forward get the puck. You know, similar play to like a ground ball in lacrosse. You know, he takes the man and McNamara gets the puck there.
Niffin over to Connor McNamara. Looks like a bit of whistle. Now maybe Schwinn and another Rams player going at it.
Schwinn just buried Bradley there. He had enough of that confrontation. I mean, you're not going to take 2 shots at someone and, you know, an eye for an eye, as they say. You're not going to let that happen to you if you're out there. I think they might be ejecting Schwinn, however, after that hit to the face.
Yeah, Schwinn looks like he's gone.
I mean, I don't know about you, but if someone hits you twice in the face, I don't think I'm tolerating that either.
Yeah, not saying that it's justified, but Schwinn did get hit twice by Bradley, and
I mean, you really can't let that slide, but then again, it is a team decision to, you know, kind of take those hits and go up on the man advantage, as you said.
yeah, his frustration boiling over. You know, obviously tough loss yesterday. Down 2-0 today. Offense has not looked like it did to start the year. You know, a lot of games. And, you know, the first 7 where they scored over 3 goals.
And, you know, not to continue to go on about it, but that's just, it's not necessary at this point in the game. 2-0. I don't know what either of those players are doing, Schwinn and Bradley. Just not a necessary, you know, kind of confrontation there, as this game's pretty much all over but the score.
Yeah, less than 2 minutes left.
Just not needed there, but then again, you know, the Wave do have 1:57 left to get something going here. So you never know what could happen if they drop a play inside for Lancaster or Mark McNamara and get a shot on goal.
Certainly possible. Do you believe in miracle situation? Refs chatting it up along the bench side.
You know, I think they're, you know, what they're talking about, Owen, is whether they're going to assess a major penalty for Charlie Schwinn there, and if they do, that does affect the Waves, you know, state chances, as too many major penalties add up for your varsity team, whether it's JV or varsity. You will be disqualified from playing in the state tournament. So definitely don't want to see a major penalty here, or, you know, possibly an ejection or suspension for Schwinn.
Well, he did get the boards open, and looks like he went into the locker room.
Yeah, now Bradley's being ejected as well, so I think they're going to match them up there. It could be 2 major penalties, or it could be no penalties at all, but, you know, both players ejected there. You know, most likely it's probably 2 majors for fighting.
It'll be Lancaster and Walsh in the Rams' end. Persinger a shot. Corrigan makes the save, stands strong. Persinger down low again, Troy behind the net. Looking for a man out by the circle, couldn't find one. Kilroy to Mariska. Lancaster might have had out in front. Then he lost it.
Empty net here for the Wave as well.
6 men on. Lancaster hit big. Nothing called.
Yeah, definitely not the cleanest hit there. That was another leg to leg. You know, maybe some retaliation from that earlier hit that Lancaster had. But you know, as we said, this is an empty net situation, and you would like to have Charlie Schwinn out here. So, definitely, the waiver definitely, you know, looking back at that, kind of reflecting and saying, you know, not the best decision from Schwind as they need him out here right now.
You know, 100% a big loss. As before the faceoff, maybe a timeout called. Talk things over. Minute 5 left. Third period of play. Recap the game for you real quick. Not a whole lot to recap as 15 seconds into the game, Paul Bogosian from the left point snuck one over Finley Haggerty's right shoulder. Put the Rams on the board early, and then Blue Wave offense hasn't gotten anything done. Then Eddie Walsh was able to backhand one past Haggerty about midway through the third. They, like you said, well, you've been using the word deflated as kind of describing that Blue Wave team, and they definitely look just like that.
Yeah, they're just flat today, and as you said, deflated was the word we used, and you know, this has just been a dominant performance for LaSalle today. They, you know, top to bottom on the back end, the goalie's been great, and then in the offensive zone, they've really capitalized on their opportunities.
Yeah, they've done a great job since on Friday, 2 days ago, they lost to Bishop Hendricken 6-2, and then their game yesterday, they had a shutout victory against Prout 2-0, and now they're a minute 5 away from another shutout victory. So definitely a lot of key adjustments probably made by head coach Sean Tingley and his Salle Academy Rams.
You know, and the way they're playing today, you know, you couldn't even tell that they lost 6-2 to that Bishop team. They look just as good as Bishop, if not better.
Empty net for the Wave. Now under a minute left to go. Here's Samame getting over. James Troy leaves it center ice. Lancaster going in. Offside's the call. 35.8 left.
You know, Coach Bud after this one is definitely not going to be happy, as, you know, they're on a 3 or 4 game skid right now. And, you know, it's really weakening their chances of, you know, FCAC and state seeding. So there's definitely going to be some adjustments made after this one.
This would be their 3rd straight game without a win, unless they're able to score 2 and force overtime in less than just over 20 seconds, which would be incredible, but most likely not going to be able to happen, fortunately for the Blue Wave. Lancaster versus Ronan Peterson. Now down the length of the ice.
That kid is lightning. As he looks crazy skating there. He looked like Isaiah Pacheco running the ball off the tackle there. He looked like he was angry at the ice, you know, just pounding his skates into the ground there.
Yeah, Paul Bogosian on the smaller side for hockey player, only 5'7", makes up for it in his effort. Of course, his skill.
Here he is again. He's trying to beat his man to the puck there and save an icing and try and score another goal, but I mean, you know, good effort, as you said, from him.
He's thirsty for more. Doesn't matter on the stat sheet if you score it with a goaltender, without a goaltender, still gives you credit for a goal. Rams win the draw in their own end.
They're just gonna pin it, and this one's over.
That it is. LaSalle Academy comes in to Connecticut and beats the Darien Blue Wave 2-0. That's your final score. A game where just a sloppy game for the Darien Blue Wave. Some unfortunate goals, not some typical ones, and some physical play going on. Charlie Schwinn with an ejection. But for the Rams, Bogosian got one to go. Eddie Walsh was able to score a goal. Taking a look at that Bogosian goal. 15 seconds into the game.
I mean, that's just like a good fastball or changeup in baseball. You really can't detect that coming at all. It's just, it's in and out of the net in seconds.
And then it was high off the shoulder of Finley Hegarty. Finley Hegarty, not a bad game by any means.
Certainly not. He played very well. Both of those goals scored against him were just, beautiful plays by the offense. Really, very nice, pretty goals to score. No garbage goals let up for Hegarty today.
Yeah, that's his first loss on the season, so his goalie record is now 5-1-1 on the year. Darien moves to 9-4-1 on the year. Salle Academy moves to 12-3-1. Saul's next game, they're headed back to Rhode Island. They're going to be at Pilgrim, who they played on December 15th, and they were able to win 4-3. Then Darien going to play Fairfield Co-op right here at the Ice House. They played on January 29th, and they tied 3-3. They're going to overtime. And then one last thank you, everyone here, the DAF Media Network. Owen Gluck on camera, Joseph Cavolo on camera, Joseph Arunati doing instant replay, Caitlin Kelly graphics, Thomas Aponte directing, Damian Andrew, of course, our head advisor, overseeing the whole operation. One last time from Darien Ice House, I'm Owen Heffron, joined alongside Will Jennings. You've been watching the DAF Media, joint venture of the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation, and have a great rest of your evening.